सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. We have completed the 17th chapter. Today I will give you the summary. We know that there are 3 sections in Bhagavad Gita. We call it that section as Shatkam. 3 Shatkams are there. Prathama Shatkam, first 6 chapters. Second Shatkam or Dvitiya Shatkam, from 7th chapter onwards up to 12th chapter. Then Charama Shatkam, from 13th chapter onwards up to 18th chapter. And we know that Tattvamasi Mahavakya only dealt in all these chapters. Tat Tvam Asi. First Shatkam Tvampada Vichara. Madhyama Shatkam Tatpada Vichara, Ishvara Vichara. Charama Shatkam Asi Aikya Jnanam. Tat Tvam Asi. In this last portion, Charama Shatkam, 13, 14 and 15th chapters, 3 chapters talking about Brahma Jnanam, Brahma Vidya, Samsara Nivritti Karana Moksha Vidya, Brahma Vidya. Talking about full of self-knowledge. How to get this self-knowledge? That is the topic of Vedanta. The subject matter of Vedanta is Brahma Jnanam, Atma Jnanam. This Vedanta self-knowledge is not for all people. All people are not deserved for this knowledge. Those who are qualified with certain values and a purified mind, refined mind, a mature mind, those people only are fit to study Vedanta. All people are not able to understand also. Therefore, Vedanta should not be taught to all people in mass. Thousands and lakhs of people when they are sitting, we are not supposed to talk Vedanta. We are not supposed to talk because that Vedanta is not relevant for all people. Vedanta is relevant, meaningful for only a group of people. They are qualified people. Therefore, Lord Krishna, having given that Brahma Vidya teaching, he is very careful who are all qualified people to study this Vedanta. Lord Krishna says in the 16th and 17th chapter, he gives Dharma Shastra. Brahma Shastra or Brahma Vidya, and this is Dharma Shastra, 16th and 17th chapters. Without this Dharma Shastra Jnanam or value-based lifestyle, a person cannot attain moksha. He cannot attain self-knowledge. Not only that, if he studies Brahma Vidya or Vedanta, it is a counterproductive. Without Shraddha, Bhakti, Vairagyam, Vivekam, if a person comes to Vedanta, it is a counterproductive for a worldly person, materialistic person. So, to study Vedanta, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, Brahma Sutra, a person required a different mindset, different type of mindset. So, Lord Krishna carefully presenting this. Or we have this mindset. Daivasura Sampad Vibhaga Yoga. Daivi Sampad is the first criteria to study Vedanta. Minimum purity of mind is required. Dharma, dharmic life, righteous life, following virtues, at least to some extent, that is very important. Not only that, at the end of 16th chapter, Lord Krishna said, Tasma Shastram Pramanante Karya Akaryau Vyavasthitau. To do this, not to do this, one has to study Shastra, one must have the knowledge of Shastram, Shastram Pramanam. What to do, what not to do. What is Shastra Vihitam, what is Shastra Viruddham. That person alone can attain self-knowledge. Then based on that teaching, Arjuna asked a question in the 17th chapter. The whole 17th chapter is based on 16th chapter teaching. What Arjuna asked? Suppose a person do not know Shastram. Suppose a person do not have Dharma Shastra Jnanam, not exposed to Shastra because of so many reasons. Teacher is not available where he is staying, that Dharma Shastra is nobody is following, suppose. Then what about that person? He also have the Shraddha and he is also worshipping, doing rituals, but he is not having Shastra Jnanam. What will happen to that person? His actions, rituals come under what category? What type of Shraddha is it? Suppose you do not have any knowledge about Shastra. Satyam, Ahimsa, all these things, values, you do not know at all. What is Manusruti, what is Dharma Shastra talking and all, he do not know. He also worships the Lord, does puja and all. Then how you look at that person? Based on what he does those actions. Then Lord Krishna begins his teaching. Hey Arjuna, such an illiterate person, Shastra illiterate person, that person do not know there is a Bhagavad Gita. That person do not know there is a Mahabharata. That person do not know there is a Dharma Shastra, Manuniti. All this Niti Shastra mirkane theriyadu. But just to worship. Bhagavan Krishna says, he performs all those rituals, whatever puja he does, based on his temperament, his swabhava. Based on his temperament only, he performs. That is called Shraddha. What Shraddha? There are 3 types in that Shraddha. His swabhava may be Sattvika swabhava, Rajasika swabhava or Tamasika swabhava. 3 types of swabhavas are there. Based on his temperament, he performs their actions. Puja and all. So the whole 17th chapter, we can divide it to, main topic is Shraddha Traya Vibhagam. 3 types of Shraddha. 3 types of Shraddha. The teaching is over with 7th shloka itself. About Shraddha, 3 types of Shraddha, teaching over by 7th shloka itself. But Lord Krishna, out of compassion, he gives extra bonus topics. Extra bonus topics, 4 bonus topics. What are they? They are yajna, tapas, danam, aharam. 4 types of bonus topics he gives. Yajna, first we can take ahara. Ahara, yajna, tapas, danam. Ahara karma, yajna karma, tapah karma, dana karma. 4. Along with this first puja, this is Shraddha. 3 types of Shraddha. Totally 5 topics. And the final topic, 6th topic, Lord Krishna gives, Om Tat Sat. Even though the person does any action without any knowledge of Shastra, he can purify that action through Om Tat Sat, he says, concludes. Now let us see that first topic. First topic is what? Sattvika Shraddha, Rajasika Shraddha and Tamasika Shraddha. And a person who is having Sattvika Shraddha, how he does the puja. For that we have to write another subdivision in that. The object of worship, motive behind the worship, with what motive he worships, and method of worship, mode of worship. Object of worship, motive behind the worship, motive based on motive worship, and method of worship. A sattvic nature person, who is sattvic temperament, very, very, very soft, sober and calm person. He loves object of deity is that deity which gives a lot of mental peace. Manasika puja, manasika parayanam, manasika japa he prefers. Who is sattvic mind person, sattvic shraddha shraddhalu. Sattvic shraddhalu, the one who has got sattvic nature. How do you know this person is having sattvic nature, rajasic nature, sattva guna, rajo guna, tamo guna? The God whom he worship or she worships, you can know what is his guna. This sattvic person always worships such a Lord who gives knowledge. And that Lord looks so simple and so calm. Even calm, our calm. Okay. The Lord is so calm and very simple Lord, not giving much any materialistic benefits and all. Always gives jnanam vairagyana. Such Lord he worships. For example, Saraswati. Saraswati gives what? Only knowledge. For example, I am giving. Don't come to conclusion, oh, Saraswati only sattva guna. It's an object of deity, sattvic. And that deity also loves sattvic food. And wearing also simple dress. No much pomp and show, ornaments and all, nothing. Very simple deity and very sattvic, calm deity. And the motive of worship also, that bhakta, ignorant in Dharma Shastra, going according to his sattva guna. His motive is, Bhagavan, if he gives viveka and vairagyam, it is sufficient. Pure mind, if he gives, enough. And more beneficiaries are there in his prarthana. His motive is not for his own sake. His motive is for many beneficiaries must be there. Loka samastha sukhino bhavantu. Sarve jana sukhino bhavantu. For neighbors' sake, for country's sake, he worships. Not for his sake. Maximum he asks for others' sake. If somebody is suffering means he pray for them. So many beneficiaries are there. Jnanam, Vairagyam. I want peace of mind. I want a relaxed life. I don't want too much money and all. That is the motive. Then the third aspect is method. Method means what type of method he follows when he is worshipping the Lord. Very simple. He will not do any patatopam. Patatopam not expensive. Not expensive. Very simple puja. The method also very, very simple. Not torturing the body. Not having any ayasam. Upavasam, so much of upavasam, ayasam, the lot of physical pain, all are not there in that. That is Sattvika method of worship. And that's why Manasa Puja I said. Manasa Parayanam, Manasa Japa. Yarukku theriyadu avan puja pandrane theriyadu. But he does that. This is Sattvika deity, Sattvika method, motive, no, inside, and Sattvika method of worship. What about Rajasikana? Rajasikana, he want materialistic benefits. Motive is materialistic benefits. I want car, I want house, I want so many things. Always Lakshmi with hand flowing the coins. That money. He worships such a God, which God gives what? He terinju vechittu ellame. Mailapur Anjaneyaru what he gives. Nanganallur Anjaneyaru what he gives. And the Amma what she gives, in the Amma what she gives. And he knows all gods, what are all benefits they give. And he does the worship also in such a way. And Bhagavan, what that Bhagavan loves, that type of food he prepares, again, anything. Motive is that. And deity also always giving what? No. What benefit I get. If I put 10 rupees and how much I am going to get. This is the motive. Method also a lot of pomp and show. Or a yagam, or a homam panna, or puja panna, and he calls all people and he spends a lot of money, he calls so many priests and he gives a lot of things and everything he does. This is the Rajasic deity he keeps. That deity also not Sattvic, very Rajasic, very, very active. Even active, the deity also must be active. And method also very, very tedious type of worship. And morning to till evening, so much of puja, and not giving food even to the family members. நீங்களெல்லாம் உபவாசம் இருக்கணும், நான் மத்தியானம் 3 மணிக்கு தான் பூஜை ஆகும், அப்போதான் உங்களுக்கு எல்லாம் ஃபுட்னே சொல்லிடுவான். அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு டைப். So this is a Rajasic deity and a Rajasic motive and a Rajasic method of worship. And he has to arrange a lot of dravyams and all. If anything goes wrong, he is very, very restless. And what about Tamasic deity? Tamasic person, he worships a deity like Shudra Devatas. Shudra Devatas he worships. The motive is what? To get a lot of powers, black magic like that. He want to use the Bhagavan to destroy others. He want to get blessings from Bhagavan like Rakshasas, Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, Ravana. They all got powers for what? To destroy the other people. That is called Tamasic Bhakti, Tamasic deities. Even they convert the Lord into Tamasic. Whomever they worship, they convert. That's why many people think Lord Shiva is a Tamasic deity. Lord Shiva is not a Tamasic deity. We convert Lord Shiva into Tamasic because we are Tamasic. Say Kali is not Tamasic. Kalika Devi is not Tamasic. Because he is Tamasic, this person convert that Lord into Tamasic. Motive is to destroy others or to get name and fame and to control others, to manipulate others. and torturing the body, too much of fasting, walking on the fire, and plucking the hair. All these painful disciplines that person follow. Too painful. You cannot imagine even how they undergo such pain for Bhagavan's sake. That is called Shraddha. That is also Shraddha. You and I cannot do that. That is called Tamasika Shraddha. Now we can understand deity and motive, method based on what? Sattva-guna, Rajo-guna, Tamo-guna. That is also Shraddha. Tamo-gunavan also having Shraddha. Tamasika Shraddha, Rajasika Shraddha, Sattvika Shraddha. So, that's why you see some people, when they are worshipping, we criticize, but they have Shraddha. What Shraddha? Tamasika Shraddha. So what Krishna want to say? Convert Tamasika Shraddha into Rajasik, Rajasik Shraddha into Sattvic. So that you spiritually you can grow. Otherwise, materialistically, you will finish your life and at the cost of your only materialistic pleasures, your worship, puja are all wasted. Bhagavan allows in the beginning. Let's say they kill animals, they give that naivedyam to that Lord. What to do? So, slowly they will convert into Rajasik Bhaktas, slowly Rajasik to Sattvik Bhaktas. This is the first topic, teaching over actually. Shraddha Traya Vibhaga Yogam over. But Lord Krishna feels still some more. Let me give clarity to Arjuna. Hey Arjuna, listen. What is that? Ahara Niyamam. All disciplines. Ahara Niyamam. From first shloka is the question of Arjuna. Second to shloka to sixth shloka, that Shraddhatraya Vibhagam over. Then comes that first topic, bonus topic, Ahara Niyamam, from 7th shloka to up to 10th shloka. Sattvika Ahara, Rajasika Ahara, Tamasika Ahara. I am not going to elaborately give, just I give some important hints. What to eat. Another my favorite topic. What to eat. What not to eat. How to eat. When to eat. How much to eat. How often to eat. All these disciplines we have to follow. Eat bland diet, sattvic diet, grains, nuts, vegetables, fruits, milk, sattvic food, boil, eat. No mirchi, no masala, no karam, no pulip, no coffee, no tea, no onion, no garlic. Any consumption, no? Even no smoking, no alcohol, no overeating. Eat when you have time. These are all you have to see that ahara niyamas. What to eat. No egg also. Even egg comes under non-veg only. How to get physical strength? You will get sufficiently by sattvic food, vegetarian food. How much the elephant eating non-veg? How powerful elephant. Therefore, sattvic food is that food. Ahar. What to eat is over. Pure vegetarian food. Avoid all toxic food. Simple rules. These are all regulations what I am giving. Even all forms of tobacco. These people, even vegetarians, there are people in Pak, they mix some type of tobacco. That is also not sattvic ahara. A type of order. They themselves mix and take. That's not good. Any sort of intoxicants are not good. What to eat. Then how to eat. Do prayer first. Offer to the Lord and then eat. In the family, all people sit together, cheerfully they have to eat without any hot discussions. Annapurne, Sadapurne, Shankara, Pranavallabe and Slokan Cholli, chant panni, you have to eat. Or Brahmarpanam Brahmavi, 4th chapter, that sloka you have to say. Prayer and all sit together, eat food, fresh food. Okay, not stored food. This is how to eat. Na? Munch the food, slowly eat. Eat slowly, munch the food, masticate the food, make the food liquid in your mouth and eat. Don't eat. How to eat? Sit and eat. Don't prefer the buffet system. Okay, sit and eat. That sit down and eat. So that you can bend how much you are eating, you can know. Without chappal shoes, you have to eat. Never take any food wearing chappals or shoes. How to eat, Wash your hands, I need not tell. Okay. This and all, you have to, there are so many more. Just I am giving just 1 or 2 points. How to eat over. Then what to eat over, how to eat over. Then how much to eat. How much to eat? Fill up your stomach, half of the stomach you can fill up with food. Purayet ashanena artham, trutiyam udakena cha, 1/4 with water. And another 1/4 vayo sancharanartham. Let that gap must be there so that the food can move inside. Vayo sancharanartham chaturtham avasheshayet. Purayet ashanenartham tritiyam udakena cha vayo sancharanartham chaturtham avasheshayet. Innu 2 dosa saapida mudiyumnappo get up. Don't eat fully. So eat half of the stomach so that your mind is available, intellect is available to think. Okay? So this is how much to eat. How often to eat? Morning, afternoon, evening. Madhya paniyam. Okay. Only water you can take, not tea, coffee or anything, snacks and all eating. Madhyala saapradhe. Time pass, no time pass food. கொஞ்சம் அப்பப்போ ஏதாவது இதில் அப்படியெல்லாம் இருக்கக்கூடாது. Tongue control is very, very important. Eating tongue control. Okay. So what to eat, how to eat, how often to eat, how much to eat over. These are the ahara niyamam. This is sattvic disciplines. A rajasic person is one, alla ulta. Eating non-veg, coffee, tea, too many things, michi, masala, onion irundada pidikum, garlic irkano, onion irkano, pulupu jaasti irkano, uppu jaasti irkano, idella rajasic food. And tamasic food chollave venda, I don't want to say. The liquor, smoking, all these things, patta, gitta, ella use pandran illaya, and the lavangam, all this comes under tamasic food. So that they are not good for mind. Such a person can never have a sharp intellect. Very, very, gross mind. Subtle matters that person cannot understand. Very, very materialistic. Very gross mind. Shuddhata kadiyave kadiyadu manasila. And கோபம் ஜாஸ்தியா வரும். எப்போ தூங்கு மூஞ்சிதான் இருப்பான். தூங்கிண்டே இருப்பான். கோபம் ஜாஸ்தியா வரும். Aversion ஜாஸ்தி, rejection ஜாஸ்தி, and he always blames others, flares at others. That type of nature will come if they take rajasic, tamasic food. They can never get moksha, atma jnanam. Impossible. Even they study shastra also, it won't work. So this is about ahara niyama. Over. Enough, I think. Next topic comes yajna topic. Second bonus topic, 11th verse onwards up to 13th verse. All our activities are also divided into sattvic, rajasic. Sattvika yajna, rajasika yajna, tamasika yajna. All based on 3 gunas. See, Swabhava is by birth it is coming because of so many reasons. One can cultivate that swabhava, this is not good for my spiritual pursuit. Suppose, for example, anger. It is highly rajasic nature. So by nature I am an angry person, short-tempered person, suppose. If I am a Vedantic student, once I am studying Shastra, coming to Shastra, since I desire moksha, self-knowledge, this anger, which is a rajasic nature, I am basically rajasic nature or doubting nature, complaining nature. These are all unhealthy, not Daivi Sampat. Therefore, let me convert myself to Sattvic nature. I will give the clues how to develop Sattvic nature. In the last I will give. This Sattvika Yajnam, this religious person, Sattvically religious person, use that Yajnam for inner growth. Only for inner growth. That is Sattvika Yajna. Rajasika Yajna means any ritual, whatever he does, only for external growth. How much money I am going to get, how much property I am going to get, how much health I am going to get. All doshas he want to remove first. What are all doshas are there, and for that only he is working. Going to that temple for prayaschitam. இந்த தோஷம் பரிகாரம் பண்றதுக்காக அந்த டெம்பிளுக்கு, டாக்டருக்கு ஏதோ தோஷம் இருக்கானுங்க இந்த டெம்பிள், பையனுக்கு ஏதோ தோஷம் இருக்கானுங்க அந்த டெம்பிள், மாமியாருக்கு ஏதோ தோஷம் இருக்காரு இன்னொரு டெம்பிள். வீட்டில் எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரு ஒரு தோஷம் வச்சுட்டு எல்லாருக்காக ஒரு ஒரு டெம்பிளுக்கு இந்த அம்மா சுத்தின்ண்டே இருப்பா ஃபேமிலியில். ஏன்னா நான் தானே சுவாமி எல்லாம் கஷ்டப்படணும், அப்புறம் அதனால நானே போய் பண்ணிட்டு வரேன்னா. Her daughter, she don't want to come to that temple. She don't want to do. What to do? யாரோ சொன்னா இந்த குழந்தைக்கு ஏதோ தோஷம் இருக்குன்னு, நாகதோஷமோ அந்த தோஷமோ. இந்த அம்மா போய் அந்த பொண்ணு பேரு மேல வச்சு பூஜை பண்ணி, அவர் பூஜாரி சொல்லுவான், ஒரு வாட்டி பத்தாதம்மா நீங்க 6 மாசம் வரணும்னு சொல்லுவான். எங்கேயோ வரது சுவாமினி கிளாஸுக்கு அங்கே போயிட்டு வந்துட்டு இருக்கேன்னா, போயிட்டு வாமான்னு சொல்லுவான். என்ன பண்ணுறது, போயிட்டு வா பண்ணிட்டே இருந்த. Like that people are spending lot of time. Instead of studying Shastra, they don't rely upon Shastra. ஏன்னா அனன்யா சிந்தையந்தோமா, பகவான் ஏதோ சொன்னார் சுவாமினி, இங்கே இதெல்லாம் தோஷம் போகணுமே என்ன மனசுக்குள்ள அந்த நேச்சர் இருக்கிற வரைக்கும் கஷ்டம். அதுதான் ஸ்ரத்தா, ராஜசிக ஸ்ரத்தா, தாமசிக ஸ்ரத்தா. வாட் டு டூ? Then this tamasic person does yajna, any ritual, shrauta karma or smarta karma, he does for name and fame. That yajna also very, very strenuous and very, very painful, tormenting his own body, torturing his own body. This rajasic person emo pampering his body, tamasic person emo torturing his body. Sattvic person neither pamper nor torture. He is a moderate. Moderately he does puja. அதனால பிளைண்ட் பிலீஃப்ஸ் வச்சுட்டு போவே கூடாது. எல்லாம் எப்படி வரணும்னு மళ్ళி அதுக்கு வெளி நான் லாஸ்ட்ல சொல்ல போறேன். திஸ் இஸ் சாத்விக கர்மா ஆர் யஜ்ஞா ஃபார் லோக சங்கிரகம். ராஜசிக யஜ்ஞா ஃபார் ஸ்வார்த்தம், செல்ஃபிஷியன்ஸ். Tamasika yajna to destroy, like terrorists, militants, terrorists. They are all bhaktas. You know that? All terrorists do lot of pujas connected to their gods, and they destroy the people. And adhe enna, my God's order this is, they say. My God gave this order. Enna order? Who are all against your religion, you destroy them. Enna yajnam ade? Tamasika yajnam. They also have shraddha. They also follow their disciplines, but destroying the whole world. Dangerous. Now comes the next topic. Now third bonus topic. Okay, bonus topic ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. That is tapas. 14, 15, 16, Lord Krishna gives 3 types of tapas. Rajasic tapas, Sattvic tapas, Rajasic tapas and Tamasic tapas. Tapas means austerity. Austerity means willful self-denial. He himself or herself follows certain austerities. And again Lord Krishna divide this Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic tapas into 3 varieties. Sattvic, Kayika, Vachika, Manasika tapas. Every tapas has got 3 levels. Body level, verbal level, mental level. Body level means physically you walking to the temple, pilgrimage, going highest to the mountain, climbing the stairs. It is physically Kayika tapas. And verbally you chant so many mantras, everything. That is called Vachika tapas. Or Maunam is Vachika tapas. Lot of chanting people are doing, Alla Vachika tapas da. And Manasika tapas, meditation and all, you practice mentally. All 3 of them do. Sattva, Rajas, Tamo, Guna people do Kayika, Vachika, Manasika. Sattvic person, Kayikam eppadi irukum? Not giving pain to the body. Too much fasting ella panna maataru. Fasting e panna maataru. Enna daily fasting dane. Daily minimum saapiduva. Adanalla he take care of the body. Minimum Kayika tapasana every day taking bath, doing puja to the Lord. Minimum pradakshanam. Minimum vechiruppan. Ada Sattvika, Kayika tapas. And Sattvika, Vachaka tapas, Maunam. What to talk, what to talk, what not to talk, when to talk, how much to talk, where to talk, whom to talk, all disciplines he follows. Vachika, Sattvika, Vachika tapas. இது கூட கொஞ்சம் சொல்றேன். என்ன டாக்கிங் டங். ஓகே. ஈட்டிங் டங் பத்தி சொன்ன ஆகார நியமம். About talking tongue, whom to talk? Whom to talk? Who are interested in listening to you, to talk to them. This is called Sattvic way of talking. Don't talk unnecessarily with everyone. Okay, pressure irukka swamini ulla lot of things are there. அது ஒரு pressure வரும் மனசுக்குள்ள. யாரையாவது கிட்ட போய் பேசணும் என்ன. Nobody listens to என்ன உள்ள pressure increase ஆயிடும். Otherwise they'll talk with themselves. Like cell phone வச்சுட்டு பேசினே போறான் இல்லையா, பைத்தியக்காரன் மாதிரி. எங்கேயோ மைக் இருக்கும், யாருக்கு தெரியும் யாரு கூட பேசுறான்னு நமக்கு எப்படி தெரியும்? சிரிச்சுட்டே போவா, பேசிண்டே போவா. ஓஹோ பாபம் ஏதோ ப்ராப்ளம் நம்ம நினைக்கிறோம். ப்ராப்ளம் இல்லை. ஸோ whom to talk, when people are ready to listen your suggestions or any advice, you have to talk to them. Your friends, well-wishers, you have to talk. Whom to talk. When to talk. இந்த சமயம் சந்தர்ப்பம் பார்த்து எது கேட்கணும் எப்போ கேட்கணும்னு பேசணும். ஓகே. எங்கெங்கோ வாக் பண்ணும் போது, ரோட்ல போகும்போது we should not ask certain things. When we are asking a teacher also any question, anything, எப்போ சந்தர்ப்பம் எது அனே கேட்கணும். சாப்பாடு போட்டு பிக்ஷ டைம்ல தான் இப்போதான் சுவாமினி இஸ் அவைலபிள், லெட் அஸ் ஆஸ்க் எவ்ரி திங். என்ன nobody is asking, just I am telling. Okay, I am not criticizing anybody. We should know these disciplines. No, when a person is eating, we are not supposed to talk so many worldly matters. No, ஏன்னா அந்த வேர்ல்டு மேட்டர்ஸ்ல என்ன சர்வ் பண்றாங்கன்னு நமக்கே தெரியாது. ஒன்றுக்கு ஒன்று போட்டுட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் சுவாமினி அது மறந்துட்டா, சுவாமினி சர்வே பண்ணலன்னா ஏன்னா ஏன்னா அந்த டைம்ல எதோ பேசுவோம் நம்ம தெரியாமலே. ஏன்னா ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம் அவங்களுக்கு, என்ன சுவாமி நம்ம வீட்டு வந்திருக்கான் இன்னைக்கு நிறைய பேசணும்னு சொல்லி. பாவம் எவ்ரிதிங் கோஸ் அப் அண்ட் டவுன். நோ, and they want to talk so many things, and with so much interest they prepared one item and they forget. அப்புறம் எனக்கு ஃபோன் கால் வரும், சுவாமினி இந்த இது உங்களுக்கு சர்வ் பண்ணல, நான் அனுப்பட்டுமா வீட்டுக்கு? என்ன அம்மா அனுப்ப வேண்டாம், நெக்ஸ்ட் டைம் வந்தப்போ சர்வ் பண்ணேன்னு சொல்லுவேன். when to talk, what to talk ಅನ್ನೋದೇ ನಮಗೆ ತೆರೆಯணும். Because of over anxiety, over anxiousness, or over love and affection also. ಇದು problem தான். Whom to talk, when to talk. And the subject matter also, this subject matter should I talk now or not? அதுக்குன்னு ஒரு இடம் சந்தர்ப்பம் இருக்கணும். ஒரு வார்த்தை பேசும்போது இந்த சந்தர்ப்பம்ல பேசலாமா பேசக்கூடாதா, எப்போ பேசணும், if I talk this, that person likes or not, இது தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும். நம்ம அவருக்கு விருப்பமா இல்லையா அது தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும். What I don't like others to do to me, I should not do to others. When to talk, how much to talk. புருஷ்டாப்பே வேண்டாம், காமா இல்லாமலே புருஷ்டாப் இல்லாத காமா இல்லாமலே போயிட்டே இருக்க நான் ஸ்டாப். பிகாஸ் we never give time to others to talk. என்ன நம்ம அந்த சான்ஸை போயிடுவான்னு சொல்லி பேசிகிட்டே இருப்போம். அப்படி பேசக்கூடாது. ஃபோன் எடுத்தால் சில வாட்டி கழுத்து வெளியே வந்துடும். நான் ஸ்டாப்பாக போய் இருக்கக்கூடாது. பேசலாமான்னு கேட்டுட்டு ஆர் யூ ஃப்ரீன்னு கேட்கணும். அந்த போஜன சமயம்ல ஃபோன் பண்ணுறது பேசுறது இட்ஸ் நாட் குட். அது தெரிஞ்சு வச்சுக்கணும். நாட் ஓன்லி வித் மீ, ஐம் டெல்லிங், வித் எனிபடி வென் வி ஆர் டாக்கிங். எவ்ரி பர்சன் இஸ் அன் இண்டிவிஜுவல். தே ஹாவ் தேர் ஓன் preferences. We should not hurt others person's preferences. Very, very delicate matters these are all. We take it as granted, no? Just like that. Can I speak? Are you free? And kekadu. So what to talk? How much? When to talk? To whom to talk? How much to talk also we should know. This is talking tongue must be very, very disciplined. If I scrutiny all these things, there is nothing to talk much. Is it necessary to talk this matter really? If you all after scrutiny only, the words have to come out. After this much scrutiny, to whom I am talking, what to talk, when to talk, how much to talk, what not to talk. So certain things I should not talk with some people. ஆளு கடிச்சா போதும்னு சொல்லி எதோ பேசிட்டான்னா வம்பு. But the tongue is very, very weak. No? Babbling tongue, loose tongue, unnecessary talking. This type of people, they are not fit to assimilate Vedanta. Very difficult. That's why eating tongue, talking tongue, both must be under my control. This is called sattvic tapas. Sattvic vachika tapas. And sattvic manasika tapas means eppume dhyanam, contemplation and mentally praying without noise. Noiseless tapas. Manasika tapas. Very, very powerful mind. Such a person is very clear, clarity, no dvesha on anybody, no complaint on anybody, even mentally also. At thought level also, never think ill of others, never look down upon others. This is sattvic tapas. இதெல்லாம் உல்ட்டா போட்டான ராஜசிக் தாமசிக், அவ்வளோதான். Too much talking, too much of பூஜா, வர்ஷிப்பிங், லாட் ஆஃப் சவுண்டு. அம்பாள் ஸ்தோத்திரம் வச்சா 10 வீட்டுக்கு அந்த பக்கம் இந்த பக்கம் கேட்கணும். நான் பூஜை பண்ணுறேன்னு எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியணும். லாட் ஆஃப் திங்ஸ் தே ஸ்பெண்ட். அண்ட் லாட் ஆஃப் தபஸ் மீன்ஸ் ஆஸ்டெரிட்டி. அண்ட் ஃபுட் ஆல்சோ லாட் ஆஃப் திங்ஸ் தே ஸ்பெண்ட். அண்ட் ஈட்டிங், டாக்கிங் டங்குக்கு நோ, மௌனமே கிடையாது. உபவாசம் பேருக்கு, மௌனம் பேருக்கு, நாமக்கே வாஸ்தை. தபஸ் எல்லாமே நோ டிசிப்ளின் அட் ஆல். This is Rajasika tapas, Vachika, Manasika, Kayika tapas, torturing their own body. And Tamasika tapas, innum kida. Their tapas is very, very, very not congenial for thinking is less ani solunga avladha. Adalo body mind totally tired, tormented in that tapas. In Sattvika tapasalo, intellect is available for thinking. In Rajasik, Tamasik tapas, intellect is not available. They are all very, very emotional people. Emotionally jumping, dancing and fanaticism, their type of fanaticism. Sattvic tapasya, there is encompassing all the disciplines. They always available, approachable. But this Rajasic, Tamasic people, you cannot go near to them also. And the மாதிரி ஒரு type of tapas they do. So very careful, Bhagavan says. Next comes fourth topic, fourth bonus topic. Dhanam. Sattvika dhanam, Rajasa dhanam, Tamasika dhanam. The right time to a right person at the right place, if you do dhanam, plenty dhanam if you do without expectation, it is Sattvika dhanam. If you give for name and fame, in return with expectation you give anything to others, that is Rajasika dhanam. And if you give to others which is useless, futile, waste, in a wrong time to a wrong person, that which is not useful, that is Tamasika dhanam. That is dhanam. Analu Tamasika dhanam. Therefore, do Sattvika dhanam, reduce Rajasic, Tamasika dhanam. Then Lord Krishna concludes 23 to 28. Sadgunya sampadanartham. Yajna sadgunya sampadanartham. For all these, yajna, dana, tapas, ellame, phalam varanamanna, at the last you say Om Tat Sat. Om means the Lord's name. Tat is the Lord's name. Sat is also the Lord's name only. Existence, goodness or good actions, steadfastness, all come under Sat. Therefore, make your actions sattvic by uttering Om Tat Sat. ஏதாவது குறைகள் இருந்தா அந்த குறையில போய் ஞானம், வைராக்கியம் எல்லாமே வந்துடும். And how to develop? Bhagavan just presented Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic. எல்லாம் present பண்ணிட்டார். எப்படி Tamasic, Yajna, Dana, Tapa, Karma to convert into Rajasic? How to convert Yajna, Dana, Tapa, Karma into Sattvic? அதெல்லாம் சொல்லல. அது நம்முடைய homework. And other texts they have given. Just I give some brief of 5-6 points. Number 1 is how to develop virtues or how to convert Tamasic, Rajasic into Sattvic. First, prayer, prarthana you start. Associated with the Lord. That prayer associated with the Lord. Bhadram karne bhishruniyama devaha. Like that slokas are there. Vedic mantras are there. Vang me manasi pratishtita mano me vachi pratishtitam apyayant mamangani. All these Upanishad prarthana shanti slokas or any other slokas. Prayer is very, very important. Number 2, second method to develop virtues, satsanga, association with virtuous people, sannyasis, mahatmas, swaminis. Because when I associate with them, I can do yajna, dana, tapah, karma under their guidance. Because I serve to them, because they are serving to the society to propagate the scriptures, so that I'm also totally, unknowingly, my actions will also become sattvic. Because they are sattvic, they are doing service to the propagation of the scriptures, not for any selfish ends. Once I serve to them, I associate with them, my actions also converted into what? Sattvic. Therefore, satsanga. Second method is sankalpa. Third method is sankalpa. Develop a sankalpa. I want to convert what are all my loopholes, my weaknesses. Let me come out of all these things. I want to develop all virtues. 16th chapter, continuously reading again and again and again. Daily Parayanam. 16th chapter, what? Daivi Sampat, not Asuri Sampat. Okay. Daivi Sampat. I will take a vow. I will follow. I resolve to remember all these values. A sankalpam. Then, fourth one is Pratipaksha Bhavana. Pratipaksha Bhavana means what are all negative things are there in my life, negative things I am doing, I have to convert them into positive. Negative thinking converted by positive thinking. Negative actions converted by positive actions, positive thoughts, positive emotions. Fifth method is to develop virtues, viveka. Educating my own mind with discrimination. What is the nature of emotion? What is the nature of, or what is the cause of these emotions, negative emotions? And I have to discriminate first. Konja think pannanam. And what are the consequences I am going to face if I don't follow the virtues? And the vivekam irkanam. So the life should not go waste. Therefore, and the vivekatyoda nam always alert living is important. Viveka means what? Alert living. So these are the 5 clues to develop Daivi Sampat, which are very important, primary requisite for self-knowledge. Jnana yogyata prapyartham. Jnana nishtha prapyartham. இதெல்லாம் பண்ணலன்னா ஏட்டு சுரக்காய் மாதிரி சாஸ்திரம் படிப்புக்கு போயிட்டே இருக்கும், మన லைஃப்ல சாந்தி வரவே வராது. நிம்மதி உங்கள் சாய்ஸ். யார் சொல்றா? பகவான் கிருஷ்ணர் சொல்றார், இட் இஸ் யுவர் சாய்ஸ் அப்பா, என்னுடைய கையில கிடையாது. டேக் யுவர் ஓன் சாய்ஸ். That's why Bhagavan used Shraddha word in the beginning. In the end shloka also, he used that Shraddha Trayam. Therefore, it is called Shraddha Traya Vibhaga Yogaha. These are the 2 chapters. Every day one has to do Parayanam and contemplate more and more. In the 28th shloka, he said, Ashraddhaya Hritam Dattam. If anyone does with Ashraddha, without faith, without Shraddha, if he does, no use at all. Even Tamasika Shraddha, Rajasika Shraddha also will not give much benefit. They may be materialistically prosper, but they are not able to prosper spiritually. Unless you grow spiritually, real Shanti will not come in the life. So Shastra, whatever we study, must be assimilated. To assimilate, I have to prepare myself with these qualities. So 16th and 17th chapters are very, 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 very important Dharma Shastra chapters to go to Brahma Vidya. So youngsters, children, in the 2 chapters, thorough padika sollanum first. To our children, mainly not Vedanta. For our children, what they require? Dharma Shastra. In Bhagavad Gita, what they require? 16th and 17th chapter. Ask them to by heart. Then slowly, in youth camp, that only I am going to, my project is that. 16th and 17th, I want to just give them in full manner. That is that important practice we have to develop. With this, we conclude 17th chapter titled Shraddhatraya Vibhaga Yoga. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.